A Viking, a samurai, and a fighter pilot walk into the deadliest game in the galaxy. Only one thing's for sure. This is no ordinary Predator story. This is Predator, killer of killers, and it's an all-out, blood-drenched hunt across centuries. Let's break down every battle, every ambush, and the explosive climax that puts humanity on the brink. We begin in 9th century Scandinavia, where Viking shield maiden Ursa leads her clan in a ruthless crusade against the Krivich tribe.
Why?
Revenge. Their leader Zoran murdered her father. Together with her son Anders, Ursa storms Zoran's fortress. Anders delivers the killing blow, but the celebration is short-lived. Because that's when he appears, a towering predator warrior, cloaked in shadow. In a flash, the alien hunter slaughters her warriors. Anders is trapped under rubble, dying. Ursa fights alone, acts against advanced alien tech, and emerges victorious, but at a price. Her son dies in her arms. This was never a war of tribes, it was a test, and Ursa passed. We move forward to feudal Japan. Brothers Kenji and Kiyoshi, sons of a samurai warlord, train for honor, but their final test turns brother against brother. Kiyoshi scars Kenji. Ashamed, Kenji flees into exile. 20 years later, Kenji returns, a shinobi hardened by war and loss. He infiltrates his brother's fortress, slicing through guards with precision. When the two finally clash, Kenji defeats Kiyoshi, returning the scar, only for Kiyoshi to fall from a collapsing balcony. But again, it's no accident. Another Yautja has arrived, silently hunting from the rooftops. Kenji flees as the predator massacres his brother's guards. At the moat, Kiyoshi, battered but alive, rises and the two team up. In an epic tag team battle, brothers reunite to kill the predator, but Kiyoshi dies from his wounds. Redemption earned, but at a brutal cost. 1940s, Atlantic skies. Torres, a U.S. Navy pilot, is investigating the disappearance of a squadron and finds only wreckage and a mystery. A downed craft with unrecognizable alien tech. It's a warning. Moments later, a Predator spacecraft decloaks and annihilates his unit. Torres takes to the skies in an old fighter, narrowly dodging plasma blasts and aerial death. Using his pilot's instinct, he outmaneuvers the Predator and tricks it into self-destruction. But even in victory, he's abducted. This is just the beginning. Torres awakens in an alien prison cell face-to-face with Ursa and Kenji. Time means nothing here. The Yautja have kept them in suspended animation, saved for a special event, the arena. Before a predator warlord, they are told to fight to the death. Ursa nearly complies, but Torres and Kenji convince her to fight the real enemy. The warlord releases a monstrous beast into the pit. It swallows Torres whole. But surprise, he survives inside the monster and blasts out on a hoverbike it had previously swallowed. Together, the trio hijack the hoverbike and storm the warlord's ship. Ursa and Kenji hold off the warlord in a final showdown. Just as they're about to fall, Torres powers the ship's engines and incinerates the warlord with raw thrust. Victory? Not quite. As they prepare to escape, a harpoon rips through the hull. Ursa slides down the cable, destroys the launcher, and sacrifices herself so Torres and Kenji can escape. She is recaptured, put back in cryostasis. Among the prisoners, another familiar face.
Naru.
Ursa, Kenji, and Torres, warriors from different ages, are pawns in a galactic sport of death. The Yautja aren't just hunting anymore. They're building something darker. And this isn't over. Who else will be brought into the arena? What purpose do the warlords serve? And what does the presence of Naru mean for the future of Predator? Let us know in the comments what you think is coming next. Like, share, and subscribe for more epic sci-fi breakdowns, and remember, you may be the hunter now, but someone out there is always hunting you.